What is your relationship like with communication?
I communicate with myself. That's my relationship. I don't communicate much with others. I don't know. I think it comes from when I first got into consciousness, trying to wake other people up, and realizing that not everybody want to know what you know. You know, some people will laugh at you, and some people actually will react violently towards the information. I don't know why. It's just information. Maybe they feel like their worldview is being threatened. But I've learned to just, after that, I began to become the observer. Watch things, watch people, but I wouldn't communicate without observing. So the communication is kind of non-existent. It's developing. Normally, I wouldn't be sitting here doing this, so it has to be developing somewhat.
Why do I think and why do people think that you talk? Because you have a reputation. So I'm interested in your relationship with communication and your reputation for communicating.
Well, people think that I talk because when I do talk, I talk. But I have 2 eyes, 2 ears, and 1 mouth to look and listen twice as much as I speak. So if you hear me speak, if I speak for half an hour, best believe I was watching and listening for an hour. You know, and that's really what it comes down to. You know, watch for 2 weeks, maybe talk for a day, maybe a few hours. But I always want to look and listen and take in as much as I possibly can, know the entire, have an understanding of the situation at least, so I can reason with it before I speak on it. You know, and that's when dealing with things in an earthly fashion. I'm learning that through spirituality, a lot of things are irrational, can't be explained type things, and when you try to explain it, you kind of take away the power. You know. So it was trying to, you know, finding that good medium between communicating things and then letting certain things just stay in the spirit realm. I'm trying to find that happy balance.
Tell me about this reputation you have for communication. Why do I keep saying this? What is this reputation you have?
I don't know. I mean, I wish somebody would clue me into this reputation. Like I said, when I talk, I talk.
To who? Where?
I would say my friends and my brothers. We sit down and we talk about consciousness and sometimes those otherworldly things, unseen, the spirit realm, as you want to call it, spirituality, the mental realm. You know, and I have a reputation of knowing a few things about that subject.
How? How did you become to know?
Ooh, where do I start?
I know, right?
Yeah, this was 2 stories in particular. The first story was, I'm going to keep it short. I was in Sunday school. I was a young tyke. I was sitting on the Sunday school chairs with my little feet swinging. And we were reading sentences. So I counted the students to find me. And I counted the sentences. And when I turned the page, I seen the picture of Jesus for the first time. And in my little childlike mind, I made the association that the Son of God is white. And when God is white, His place isn't for black people. And I don't want to come back. And I think that type of, that experience opened me up to hearing other things. Now from whenever, I don't remember what age I was when that happened, but from that age until the age of 17, I was open to other experiences, other information, but there was none to be had except for Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. When I was 17 years old, a guy told me the black man is God.
Where?
Downtown Pittsburgh. Which street was we on? We were on Fifth and Wood. Fifth and Wood. As a matter of fact, it was a store called Fifth and Wood. And I was in front of the store trying to get up the nerve to go buy this coat because it was expensive. And he said, the black man is God. We the only two black men out there now. It's a bunch of white people just walking up and down doing their thing. And he yelled it loud. I know he was talking to me because, like I said, it's just us two out there, only two black guys out there. And that's when I started getting into the information, the conscious information. Standing there with that guy, it was the middle of winter, it was freezing cold out there. We stood out there for like 2-3 hours just chopping it up. He was opening up the Bible and showing me new ways to read the Bible and new ways to read the Quran and new ways to identify things. He was showing me not to just read verses, but read the entire chapter to get the context of the verse. You know, so now I'm starting to get a little bit of different information, new ways to read and look at things. Also, a little bit of information about Hinduism and these other spiritual systems. And this group was called the Ansar Allah at the time. They were under Dr. York. You know, and that totally opened me up to a new paradigm of information. I was in a new dimension after that. You know, I was in high school running around talking about white people is the devil, don't shave, don't cut your hair. I jumped out the window with it. You know, and I got laughed at. I really got laughed at. Really hard. But I can take it because that's what me and my friends did. All we did was snap with each other, so it was nothing to be laughed at. I was like, y'all don't know. I don't care if y'all laughing. Y'all don't know. I jumped out the window. You know. 6 months later, I kind of backed up off of it. A little extreme for me. You know what I mean? But I was open. New information now. I was open to receive it. I got accepted into Howard University. So I was excited. I knew I'm going down the conscious USA. That's what I thought. I just knew it. Just knew it. Get down there. These black kids ain't no different from me, except for a few of them got money. You know, first time I ever seen some rich black kids. Blew my mind. Blew my mind. I did not know they had those type of problems. How many rooms you have in your house? That was an actual argument amongst them. Yeah. How many rooms y'all have in y'all house? Y'all probably got more bathrooms than I had a pair of pants. And that's your argument? Okay. But that opened my eyes, but it wasn't the consciousness that I was looking for. It was still on the history side, you know. And there's a place for it, you know. There's a place for that type of self-knowledge as far as knowing your historical side. But there were things going on inside of me that I wanted questions to. Nobody could give me those questions right now. I'm still looking. You know, I tried joining the Nation of Islam. I didn't get too far into the process to really get all the way in and know what they teach and what type of self-knowledge they taught. But it gave me a bit of discipline by studying with them. Self-esteem, self-pride, pride in how you looked and how you represented yourself. You know what I mean? A brotherhood to see one man take instruction and correction from another man. He delivered in love and he received it humbly. That was a different thing to see. Come from the hood, you never see stuff like that. You never see a dude stand up in line and somebody checking and like your collar a little bit dirty. Give me 25 push-ups. He down in his suit doing the push-ups, stand up. Collar, man, you should have changed your shirt before you came here, man. Your collar, your cuff a little bit dirty. You're gonna be 25 more. And and humbly submit to it, do his push-ups. Get back up in line, stand in attention. We stand there witnessing all this. Check your nails and everything. Make sure you groom right. And that level of discipline, it was different to watch that. And our students were all invited to come and just witness what going, because they only let the students come in. They don't let just anybody come in and witness that stuff. So it was eye-opening, but it also wasn't exactly what I was looking for. I'm supposed to be talking about my reputation for communication, huh? And see, this is my reputation for communication. When I talk. But after this camera go off, I probably won't say nothing for the next 45 minutes. My woman will be sitting next to me mad, like, why ain't you talking? We just did all that talking, now you ain't talking. And that's what happens. I get it all out in one walk.
Oh, you be cracking me up. This is so true.